And now we welcome his opponent into the arena. Fighting out of the red corner and tonight making his Quest Boxing League debut. Please show your appreciation and welcome James Richards. And standing across the ring, boxing out of the red corner, tonight representing Gauntlets Boxing Gym and making his competitive boxing debut, please make some noise for James Richards.
Hello, good evening, a very warm welcome once again to an evening of boxing, coming to you from Epsom Racecourse, one of my favourite venues of all time. My name's Steve Holdsworth, delighted to say I've been joined by Dan Woodgate, ex-pro fighter. More of that a wee bit later, hopefully. And our first contest on this evening's programme is an interesting one. Ty Morey in action against James Richards. Now, Richards apparently is an absolute no-bouter. He's in the black shorts, red corner. He's had no bouts whatsoever, but he's been boxing for about a year, or should I say training for about a year. His opponent, Ty Morey, well, he won 4 and lost 1 prior to coming into the Quest. He had 1 bout and lost that. So this is strictly business, as it's being called, and my thanks to Alan Foley for all of his hard work.
I will say, Steve, from what we've seen just in this early part of this round, and plus the fact that he hails from the Gauntlets Boxing Gym, that James Richards is definitely not a fighter you want to sniff at, because if he's been boxing a year and he's had the tutelage under the tutelage of Mr. Gauntlet, then he's going to be a decent fighter, and
Absolutely.
I think he's showing that so far. He's up against a guy who's got a decent bit of experience.
Yeah, he's boxing well.
Yeah, 5 fights doesn't sound a lot, but early on in your boxing career, 5 fights is quite a lot. But yeah, no, Richards is dealing with quite well.
Yes, Ty Morey not making a great start here. Been under pressure. Lots of nice boxing and good punching here from James Richards.
Yeah.
And you'd never believe he'd never been in the ring before, would you?
No, do you know what? Something I want to point out there, which is a testament to his
Training regime.
yeah, the fact that he just landed a really good shot, and Ty Morey sort of called him on, and he just sort of shrugged it up.
Yeah,
and
just
went,
backed off.
I'm going to stick to what I'm doing.
Yeah, very sensible.
Yeah, a lot of fighters struggle with that. They think they've landed a good shot and hurt someone, and they just rush in and smother their work. But no.
But what I like about Richards is the fact that he's actually using his left hand exactly the way a left hand should be used,
Yeah.
to penetrate the opponent and then follow up with other shots.
And he tees up his right hand really well.
Yeah.
And
But
what
that
he
all
does-
comes from the left, doesn't it?
Yeah, so he's straight right. In fact, he threw it there, which is actually dead straight. But he's straight right, actually physically, technically good fighters. Even the guys that, like, he comes in, he goes, "Oh, I've had them with me for like 3 months," and you can see a marked improvement in them.
Yeah. Anyway, so here we are in the second round, and just to remind you once again, James Richards in the black shorts took a meaningful test there, I thought, from Ty Morey right at the start of this round, but then once again back on top with his boxing ability, long arms, tall young man.
Well, I'm going to point out something that Richard's just done there. We're obviously giving him a lot of praise because of how well he's boxing. He is boxing beautifully. But he's just shown the first sign that he's not a well-seasoned boxer. He had Morey on the ropes, let his hands go, and then he took like 3 or 4 bounces backwards and took himself to the other side of the ring. And that's something that even like fighters that have had 20, 30 fights do. But it shows a little bit of inexperience, because all he needed to do was just take a little step back, have a look, and then he could go again. But I mean, I'm really,
It's difficult to
I'm really clutching straws.
Yeah, it's difficult to have a go at a first timer.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not having a go in, but he will. That's something that when he watches this, he'll go, oh, actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I could have
that's a
just
good
taken
point.
a step back there.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause-
I was chatting to a trainer earlier, and I said, "Listen, you know," he was saying, "Oh, about the commentary," and I said, "Well, look, you know, we don't need to, we don't want to destroy anyone. We don't want to slag anyone off.
No.
All we want to do is try and improve people."
Yeah, constructive criticism. That's
Exactly.
what we're about. And for a no bouter, I've pulled out on something that I say that guys that have had 20, 30 bouts still do.
Yeah.
So he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's not doing badly at all.
Yeah, no, and do you know what? This fight is at his pace. He's doing it how he wants to do it.
It's been a slightly better round, though, I've got to say, for Maury.
Yeah, I think he's given it a go, hasn't he? I think
He's not winning it, but he
No.
is heavily. He's lost a second as well, not by a huge amount. So a good lead, I think, for James Richards coming into this third and final round.
Yeah, all he's got to be careful of this round is just what was just in there. Maury will have a go at this round, and he'll sort of throw the kitchen sink at him if he gets given the opportunity. But at the moment, Richards coming in like he just did there, letting his shots go, and then bringing himself back out.
Yeah, he looks like a good prospect.
Lovely
Dan.
right hand he just landed. Oh yeah.
I'm
Give
give
him
every
3 or
punch in
4
the book,
fights.
isn't he?
Yeah, give him 3 or 4 fights, and I think you're going to see someone who we're going to be talking about. Right, he's going to be ready for titles very soon. Like, in a
Absolutely.
few fights' time.
Yeah.
21 years of age, he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
Indeed.
I just want to point out, because like you mentioned there, a lot of fighters, they will hear the commentary and they go, oh, that's a bit of a criticism that I didn't deserve. I wasn't making a criticism, I was making more of an observation that
Yes.
he could pick up on. I cannot criticise anything he's done so far. He's
No.
boxed absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, and he's obviously a pretty fair banger as well.
Yeah, you can hear those shots thud
Yeah.
in, can't you?
But of course, what we don't know is how well he takes a shot.
Just as you said that, he took
Took
one.
a shot. Yeah. And another left hook there from Maury. You know, it's not been a one-sided contest by any means, but you know, I mean, the propensity of work has actually come from Richards.
Yeah, the better quality and volume.
Yes.
But like you say, it's not been a completely, it's not been a whitewash, I think it would be.
He's had to work
Word.
hard for this win, I think, Richards.
Yeah, but I mean, to come out and perform like he has done, with the composure he has done in his first ever fight, really, really impressive. In there.
Absolutely
And do you know
right.
what? Ty Maury made that, and he was more than in the fight, wasn't he?
He made it competitive, didn't he?
Yeah.
Here we go. Official verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards here at ringside with a unanimous decision. Your winner in the red corner,
Yeah, absolutely.
James
Every judge thought he won it.
Richards.
And why not? And he's won every round as far as we're concerned, despite the fact that rounds 2 and 3 were tighter.